Hello, and welcome to Losers Become Winners for August 18th. The Alphas hold on with XLV dropping to 16%. Update on the Tigers is 5 points with the Alphas 7. Let's go look at the chart. There it is, XLV at 16%, and it's above the 30-day moving average. This is the Alphas, which is the 30-day moving average strategy right there. And we're not yet at 30%, but look at the 30-day moving average. It's moving along very nicely. So it's very feasible that the 30-day moving average gets above this zone in here. It's going to be able to hold on to that 16% for an exit when price closes below the 30-day moving average, if we do not reach 30% first. That is one of the, whichever is reached first is it. That said, go on to PGR, and PGR is above. Look, it's nice. Again, same situation. Price is starting to creep up, staying above the 30-day moving average, staying out of our warning box, and waiting for either get to the 30% or the 30-day moving average just moves along and price stays, never comes down and closes below it, and I'll keep the trade happening. Now, the next situation is going to be very interesting, and here's why. We're going to see both strategies on the same screen. Ready? Boom. There it is. Let me zoom in so we can be able to see everything nice and clean. And that's it. Okay, so there we are. Look, Walgreen in the Tigers is working, and in the Alphas. So let me go and just show you the Walgreen. And here's Walgreen, here's Tigers, and there's Walgreen right there. Walgreen's at the minus 37. That's the Tigers. The Tigers entered it here, and their exit is down here at the green price channel, and they are now waiting for a PZ. They're waiting for a profit zone so they can move up. But now going back to the Alphas, I know a little confusing because, and it does the same to me because I'm working two accounts with two different strategies, and it so happens that some of the O's are in both accounts, different O's. Here at the Tigers, Walgreen owes 759, and in the Alphas, it owes 2234. That's why the separation. So going on to the Alphas, what's going to happen with the Alphas? Well, we had to close below the 30-day moving average. So now the stop here is at 40.43, right there. 40.43, today's date. So that's what's going to be happening there. The Tigers are still going to be here waiting for their move. And I'll explain why the Tigers are going to stay down there when I get into the price channel with the Tigers. Finishing up here in the Alphas, we have a similar situation with XLE. But note here, the price is still above the 30-day moving average, so the temporary stop is down here, way down here, waiting for price to close below. But you notice something. The 30-day moving average is ever so creeping. It's possible. We don't know. And here's why. When sometimes you'll look at a chart and you'll see, I don't know if there's a good example here. There is not. I'm not going to go look for it in here. But sometimes you'll have price is like here and then drops here overnight, and there's a big gap. Well, the gaps didn't happen like that. They happened overnight. What happens is the stocks are also traded in Shanghai, Hong Kong, New Zealand, Mumbai, Europe, some small exchanges in Europe, Austria, Vienna. I know a friend at the exchange, at the Austria exchange, cool dude, Mathis. And then it finally gets to London and then get back to New York. Well, when the price travels around the world overnight, that's when the prices have those gaps going up or down. And it depends upon those investors buying in or out of the stock. And that's what caused the gapsness. So we'll see what happens with this, with the Alphas on XLE. That concludes the Alphas. Let's get over to the Tigers. And in the Tigers, our leader is XLF. So coming back to XLF, coming to XLF, whatever have you been bowing back, and zoom in, a little shaky, and this is how the system works in Thinkorswim. Now, this is a put. This got triggered today. So we got triggered today. Our entry was on the low, he was right here on the on price channel. We got triggered. It got into a 1% profit zone. There it is, rule number 2. The MA, the dipper, are opposite channel. Now the dipper is also the hipper, right there. So let me show you. This is your dipper. This is your day traders. They operated the 5-minute chart and they watch for these kind of actions, and they enter on the top, and then they ride it until they feel they have enough profit or it hits some kind of other exit condition that they have. The hipper is the opposite. It hits the high side and comes back down. So do people day trade options? Yes, they do. And now, and how they did in the old days, it was usually large accounts. People who had some big, deep pockets. Now the day trader can day trade options because of the cost. A commission cost here at Thinkorswim round trip is it's $1.35. Now I round up to $2. You see me round up to $2 because I really don't want to, take that little negative. So I add it to the ode, and it gets me a little extra incentive to get to the end and make the money. So that is what's happening here with the price channel. Now TLT, I need to go to TLT because TLT is a perfect example of once a price channel is triggered and the price starts going against you. Look here. We had a designation of price channel, price zone on August 14th, and there is, once it was there, you can use any of the 3 exits: the hipper to dipper, the moving average, or the black price line. We are using the black price line, and our stop now is almost even with the entry. Now that is representing a 13% drop, and it might get, if it does get hit, it might maybe come out to maybe 15-20% loss. But overcoming a 20% loss is a lot easier than overcoming an 80 or 90% loss. Now we know we already talked about XLE and WBA because we were showing both strategies in the same platform. So that is a conclusion. UA is still in the dumper, is still at it's a green line, so there's nothing to talk about there. But that said, we are going to conclude today's report of losers become winners with XLV at 14% for the alphas, and I thank you very much for checking it out. Bye-bye.